Ladies and gentlemen, the summer is just getting started, and Hulu brought the gratuitous violence right out of the gate. Predator, Killer of Killers dropped this past week. In case you guys haven't gotten a chance to see it, make sure you go re-up your Hulu account or, go check it out in some other way, which we can't discuss on this podcast, so we'll get in trouble. But definitely, you got to go check out Predator, Killer of Killers. We're going to give you guys our full review of the movie. Before we get into it, let me introduce the guys live from the Man Cave. It's Kalo K, the Mom Wanna God. Leo, what's happening?
What's going on, people? Gratuitous violence is here.
It is here to stay for the summer, we hope. Spread love, it's the Brooklyn way. Big Chase, what's happening?
All the smoke, baby. All the smoke. Let's go.
It was a lot of smoke. It was a lot of smoke. It was a lot of smoke. And I, of course, your man in the chair, Aaron. All right. So I guess the way we'll do this is we can kind of either break it down in sections or we could jump around, whatever you guys want to do. But I just want to start here. Overall, I want to say just out the gate, I think this is a very well done project. I like the animation style. A little clunky at times. I don't want to overhate. A little clunky at times, but outside of that, it was really, really good. The action scenes were clean. It was cool to see Predator done in this fashion in terms of something that we haven't quite seen before. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I love the fact that we got to see different versions. Obviously, not to say we haven't in the movies, but like different styles of Predator in the same movie was cool to see. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that was really dope. So I guess, do you guys want to start with, I don't know what you want to call it, the Viking era Viking, Predator? Yeah. I guess that's what you want to call it. I don't know. I guess we'll just kick it off there.
Yeah, that was a big boy.
That was a
big boy.
Yeah, that was a big boy. Boy, but the thing is, I love the aspect of it going back to telling the story of the person and how the Predator is starting to look at him.
Yes.
So basically, she's on a revenge tale. She tells her backstory, and it just starts off with just gratuitous violence from the rip. Mm-hmm. So they're invading all these different different tribes and different areas just to get her revenge. And then you get to find out the story about her and her son and the revenge that she has to take for her father.
Right.
Then the shields. When she has those shields on, ain't nothing stopping her.
I loved so obviously the the start to that story is her training her son. She wants him to be the take over or whatever eventually because she's getting older, you would assume, this, that, and the other thing. And I thought that whole scene was dope. I just loved, I always love characters, and you guys know this. If anybody who watches this podcast knows me, it's all the characters who just want to smoke. When her character, when her other, I don't know who it was, but one of the other dudes asked her, like, okay, so what's the plan here? And she was like, I'm knocking on the front door. I was like, oh, we're just knocking on the front door, huh? That's what we're doing.
Yes, we're getting right to the smoke.
We're just getting started. We're not even knocking. We're just ringing.
They can run, or they can get this. But
the part where she had the guy try to get him to that part and had him up on the tree. I was like, she hit him with half of the axe. Mm-hmm. Just to get him to talk.
Yeah, just enough to take some of the split some of the organs out. You know what I mean?
I was like, God, But then he ends up talking, and she goes straight to business. It's just like a beeline, bro. Mm-hmm. And then you see the Predator, and you see the Predator like an Overwatch. So you get a third-person view of it, and you see the Predator saying, "Damn, this chick going on and killed." Because they can't bring a trophy home without it being useful, because everybody, I guess they can't lie when they're telling the trophy or they're showing the trophy, because that's why when the Predator was in the room, she either didn't kill his son, because it's no use for him killing somebody that young and taking its head for a trophy.
Right.
So they're kind of this military species. This is 300 in space. So the idea is that you have to bring back something dangerous. So if I send you out in the woods to get something dangerous and you came back with a bunny rabbit, you couldn't lie and tell, like, we would know you didn't catch something worthy. So that's the whole point. Like, you got to bring back something that's dangerous. And I just found it interesting that when they go out hunting, they always go out according to their skills. I've yet to see a predator in an environment where he didn't belong and whatnot. So that was interesting. But yeah, so go ahead, continue.
They have the one part when she's holding the door open with the shield and kicks the guy through the shield and kicks the guy at the shield and his head rolls over her.
I was like,
yeah, damn. And then when Homeboy showed up, he was just straight to business. He hit the kid with the freaking sonic boom. I was like, "That's what you get, you little motherfucker." They have the whole speech though. You have the whole speech with she finds the guy who killed her father, blah 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 blah, and he's talking all this shit. And then the son comes out with the motherfucking spear. He said, "One for the one time." He chop off his shit.
Oh, it was him showing his mom he could do it. You know,
exactly.
Because he didn't want to hit the dude in the tree after his whole speech. So he was like, now after hearing that, you know,
exactly. And now then he shows up. The predator shows up, and he just goes to town on her whole team, and not care.
Not at all. Like, yo, he listen. He just pull out all the stops on everybody. Everybody was catching hands. It's
he
crazy.
Threw one guy into the wall and blew him up. He just picked him up and threw him into the fucking wall. I was like,
crazy, bro.
I do have to say, I know we're going to talk a lot about them, but some of these predator kills in this movie I was like, oh my God. Yeah, I was like, oh my God. It's just ruthless, you know?
Yeah, that's not nice, bro.
Yeah, this is not nice at all. I'm like, damn, bro.
That's it, man. Like, damn.
So let's jump to like closer to the ending. Then we go to the next one. She takes him out with the anchor underwater.
Yeah. I was concerned when he grabbed the leg.
But the size differential between her, and she's a big woman, and he's like towering over her. So he grabbing her leg, and she sets up the sonic boom. That way, once he hits the sonic boom, the blast, because she actually, it was a smart move. Every time he hit the sonic boom, he would slide back on the ice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So exactly. She noticed that. She was like, "Oh, I got your ass." Yeah. First off, she picked up a whole fucking anchor. That I was like, "All right, go ahead."
Definitely winner of the definitely 3-time winner of the pick throwing contest, bro. It's a fact.
Yeah, because she got it when she picked up the anchor and started tying them around it. I was like, okay, we're going back to Alien versus Predator. Mm-hmm. How the mother alien got dragged down into the ice with the fucking predator with the anchor, not with the anchor, actually with the house she tied her ass with. But then we have she figured it out, and I was like, okay, she's a Viking. She's already known for having sea legs. She's known for at least being able to swim. So she got that part down. Then she rigs the freaking the sonic boom because that's his last option that he has underwater. He hits it, lands with the fucking anchor right in the back of the head for his own blast. But the blast that he shot off shot her out of the damn water. And luckily, she came out the hole that they both broke into.
Yeah,
but she would have been dead. Okay, so that ends that scene. But this is the part that I do like. At the end of every Predator kill, you hear another spaceship come up.
Yeah,
and they just go and it fades to black.
Yeah, well, it's crazy because now in the movies, once you defeat the Predator, they show up and usually give you some type of token. But in this, every time they defeated a Predator, they were actually kidnapped on the ship. And I'm getting excited by the second one because I'm like, oh, we get ready to go Battle World. I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for this battle world shit where we do this Predator movie where they capture these people, bring them similar to Predators, but now when you get there, it's Team Predator against the human team. I'm waiting for that.
Waiting for that movie.
I'm waiting for that movie.
We already had that kind of fucking movie though. It was alright, but it wasn't set.
I'm talking about the Gladiator version. I ain't talking about that shit with they was on the planetoid and all. I'm talking about the Gladiator version, bro.
But you got to realize it's almost damn near the same fucking thing as a movie. They grabbing people from different areas, from different parts of the world, and bringing them into one place for them to freaking hunt. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's all about the hunt, and it's all about the who's the bigger bad. Is it the human or is it the predator? Because like when we go to the sword one, and you see the story about that, the father and the two sons, and one of the sons just go ahead and axe his brother. That was a whole. They wouldn't fight each other. Then the other brother said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go take you out," and just to gain their father's approval. So he got the father's approval. One of the brothers goes up to working in the fields and doing his normal thing, which all ninjas, everybody knows that the lore of ninjas, they're all used to working. They make their weapons from the field, from things from the side, the ball and chain, the ninja stars, the throwing daggers, the swords. It's always made stuff from the field, from when they were working at. Yeah. So the father passes away, the samurai, the shogun passes away, and then he says, "Okay, I'm on business." Puts on his ninja suit and goes to work. Starts heading towards the shogun's house to go talk to him about his brother. So he goes up there. All the violence that ensued from there was epic. We got the classic ninja guiding, running across the top of the buildings, top of the houses. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The ninja flips, the ninja fucking stars, the ninja daggers, and the smokes. So the killing scenes with this predator, he was more of a slim build, but tall as shit.
Tall, yeah, he was tall.
No, he was a stalker. He for all intents purposes, he again fit the environment because more guerrilla style in terms of his fighting styles and everything. He was definitely hunter. So you see him sitting on top of the tops of houses, kind of just catching it all in until he decides to get involved. A lot more agile than the Gladiator one, and to a degree, just a lot more vicious, bro. Because when he was chasing my man across the rooftops, he was on his ass.
So the fucked up part is that he was bringing the soldiers to the fucking predator. With the predator.
I was about to say that was hilarious when he opened the door and was like, "Yeah, I'm out of here. Peace. This is your problem to deal with." He's like, "This is your problem to deal with, not me."
Yeah, y'all might want to holler at your man back here.
Also, I just want to go back a minute and just say that the way that the brother, when he first showed back up again at the whatever you want to, I don't know what you want to call it, the compound, whatever you want to call it. You can't hit me with a dart while I'm taking a piss in the river. That's fucking crazy. You can't just fucking hit me with a blowing dart. I'm sitting here trying to take a piss. It's crazy work, bro. It's crazy.
Through the murky water too. At that.
Yeah, through the murky water in a hollow log, like just all of a sudden, my man just saw a little. He's just taking a piss. I'm like, damn, bro.
Bro, listen, they don't call it catch you slipping for nothing.
Yo, but if you see a fucking log take a left and come right to the bank that you're doing, you gotta be looking at that motherfucker kind of funny, like, hey, yeah, I'm not gonna go take a piss right here.
Yeah. I mean, here's what I will say though. Also, when he thought he killed his brother. Spoiler. Yeah. Again, we're doing spoilers. When he thought he killed his brother, and the predator showed up, and he gets the door open. He finally opens the door and lifts the thing, bro. The predator fucking launched his goddamn thing, and it jackknifed the dude into the wall like this, and I was like, oh damn, that sucks. And then I was like, oh, but it's over. And then he fucking just released the other sides and cut dude in half. I was like, what the fuck? fuck? That was just unnecessary. He was already dead, probably.
He's definitely dead. He's freaking
Like, damn, bro.
He wasn't dead enough.
He wasn't dead enough, apparently. Jesus, man. I was like, holy shit. That, like, to Chase's point, that Predator seemed a little more like he was like about business. He's like, yo, I'm here to take heads off. That's it. I don't care.
Yeah, because he wouldn't, even with the chain, like the get over here that he had in his arm, I was like, God damn, shit cut through trees and everything. I was like, all right. But then, okay, so he's chasing them all through. He jumps down. He somewhat gets away from the Predator. He ends up in the same freaking valley that bushes and trees, whatever the hell they were at, where him and his brother grew up. So the brothers they both see each other. They automatically jump on business again, and the older brother is telling them, "Hey, yo, shut up! Listen, the Predator just fucking shows up and starts whooping on their ass, boy."
Yeah, it's a fact.
And then he starts. Then they finally start working together and start trying to take this Predator out. But the Predator is still getting the best of him, because he's knocking one far enough back, that way he has time to deal with the other one. And then in the technology, it's far beyond what they have. All they had was a samurai sword. So he noticed the little bombs that the Predator had, like throwing knife, like a ninja star with a bomb on it.
Mm-hmm.
He saw one on the floor after he hit it with the sword and knocked it off of his I guess his utility belt or whatever the fuck it was. He got that thing, sent it when he sent that chain back. The Predator shot the chain at them. He sent the chain back. He locked that fucking thing in there and blew the Predator to pieces.
Well, no, he didn't blow him to pieces.
He didn't blow him to pieces. He stayed invisible.
He heard him. I was gonna say he heard him. He heard him. That, by the way, that last the one where him and his brother, where they waited for the leaf to fall and they cut him. That was the cleanest kill in the whole fucking thing. Cleanest kill in the whole thing. I was like, damn. I was like, well, what are they doing? And I saw when I saw the leaf fall and stop, I was like, oh, they're gonna fucking chop this dude in half.
Dude, but they fucking, when I saw them run towards like
each other,
I was like, oh, it's on and popping.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, the Predator is dead, but I don't see the body, so I guess it went invisible.
Yeah,
but then
it was hiding because it got hurt. Yeah, it was hiding because it got hurt.
But then you heard it, and I was like, oh shit, they're not going after each other. They're going after the Predator. When they fucking cut that motherfucking tree pieces, boy,
chopped him off by the head and the stomach. Shit was crazy.
Yeah, dude, it reminded me of the old freaking kung fu flicks. Because they did the freaking the sword pose at the end of it. Like, okay, did you get him or did I get him? But we're both not looking at each other. But then you realize that they all fell apart. Then his brother dies of his wounds.
Yeah, Predator did get him good. He went through and through with the sword.
He went through and through with those. What was it? The claws, right?
Yeah, he hit him and it lunged into his lower stomach right side area. Yeah, he went through and through. He looked at it and he was like, oh shit, it went through and through. Like he knew immediately. He was like, oh shit, that shit's gonna.
Yeah, okay.
That's just gonna sting.
And then then the older brother gets fucking. Then you hear the damn thing again, fade to black. And then we go to I guess the.
So this is like I want to say
World War I or World War I.
I think this is World War I.
I think it was World War One. I'm pretty sure.
It's World War I.
Yeah, they had propellers though.
So was wild with that one. So this kid
Torres
is for some reason they took him out of the plane, and it seems like they put him on mechanic duty. So this is the only one to me where they really were trying to push like a storyline. He had a lesson he needed to learn. But the kid's a hotshot. He can fly his ass off, and his father has taught him all about planes. So they give him an old fighter plane that doesn't like work well, and he fixed this shit.
Yeah, because his father was trying to teach him a lesson to learn how to fix something. If you know how to break it, you should know how to fix it.
Right, like it was also a story about being independent and growing up. So coming of age type of thing. His father wanted him to rely on himself and not be reliant on somebody else because they have the answer. But the Predator in this thing has his own ship.
It's a fucking cheat code, bro.
This new piece of fucking machinery fucking harpoons other planes through the tailpipe, through the pilot, into the engine, and then rips the damn engine out, going the opposite direction.
And he has heat-seeking missiles. And this motherfucker, see, this is what I said. This was a cheat code. You have a starship versus a propeller plane. I don't give a fuck how good of a pilot you are. This one, you saw the weapons that my man had on here. He had a fucking harpoon gun on it.
Not only that, once like 3 or 4 of them died by the harpoon gun that took the engine out. The one guy was like, "Oh, you want some?" And then, bro, my man whipped out a net that shredded the plane into pieces. I was like, "Oh, he's not playing fair." I was like, "That's not fucking fair. The fuck is that shit?"
This is the hunting net that was used in
Predator 2.
Predator 2.
Yeah, Danny Glover.
Right. So with the one with Danny Glover, so the net encompasses the entire plane and then cuts this shit into fucking little machine cubes. like, bro, that's just not fair, dude.
And then he has and then he has the other one that sticks to the fucking plane and lassos the whole fucking plane. And then fucking sushimi and cuts it into pieces again. So I was like, how the hell? I think, first off, okay, good idea of taking the propeller plane up. Second bad idea is that your ass can't breathe because you ain't have no mask on.
I thought that whole last thing was just. Listen, I'm not. It's animated. I understand. Right. I'm not trying to nitpick. I'm really not. The second this dude got out of his plane and onto the wing to kick the extra tank off the bottom because it was on fire, I was like, this is completely unfucking believable. Ain't nobody climbing on the wing of the fucking plane and not falling off. And then the shit tilted to the left and he still didn't fall off. I was like, okay, all right, bro. All right, bro.
So quick spoiler
alert.
That
took me out right there.
Yeah, quick spoiler alert. If you didn't like that, then you might not want to go see Mission Impossible.
I saw that bullshit too.
That's what I'm saying.
I saw that bullshit.
I'm like, bro, that shit is so unbelievable. I'm like,
I saw that bullshit. I saw that bullshit. I saw that bullshit this weekend too. I was like, what the fuck?
Fucking serious right now?
You old ass motherfucker. Your ass would have fallen off that fucking plane.
And I just want to say, Tom Cruise spent way more time outside that plane than they did in his animation. I just wanted to say that.
See, that's crazy to me. You can't do shit like that.
First of all, listen, I don't care what you tie to that damn plane. The minute that you are not controlling that plane is good. You might have a good 30 seconds. You're
going down, yeah.
That damn plane.
My man had a ratchet. He had a fucking what was it called?
A wrench.
He wrenched.
A wrench. His fucking stick broke, and he fucking wrenched it. Bro, I was like, your ass was so dead. It's crazy. Come on, man. I mean, look, it made for a good sequence. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was completely unbelievable, but it was a good sequence. You know?
Right. I wasn't mad at it. I just found it hilarious and shit. He pulled on that shit, just came right off. Like, oop! I'm like, oh damn, bro.
but then he rolls straight up and he figures out, okay, that his homeboy, his team lead, says, "Oh fuck it, we're gonna die. I'm gonna die first. I'll keep my engine on. That way you can try to kill this motherfucker." I do like the cursing in this episode. So he goes up, does it, ends up figuring out, okay, he shoots the heat seeker and it catches himself. He kills a fucking predator. Bazinga. He gets a fucking abducted. A couple months later though, he gets abducted because he's at his garage. Yeah. And then he hears a plane fucking go up. Then he gets abducted from there. And then we go into the piece de resistance.
Okay, so wait, before you go there, let's back up into this. So I just found that odd that they waited
to get him.
To come get him.
Yeah.
Normally they showed up. I expected them honestly to just like snatch his ass right out the damn water. But I also find it funny. So,
But maybe that was because he fell into the water and then he was about to get on a ship with a bunch of people, so they didn't want to come pick him up there.
I honestly don't think they care. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know.
You know,
that was where I was like, well, the other two were alone.
Yeah, I don't know. I just found that weird that they waited to come get him. That was kind of weird to me. And again, normally you're supposed to get a fucking, a trophy or something for beating. But yeah, so now we go to the piece de resistance.
The piece of resistance. They all wake until during this whole thing, every one of them after their story, they wake up in a cell. So you have the Viking lady, you have the ninja guy, and then you have Torres, the World War I vet, I guess. And you have them all waking up in a cell. And Torres is like, okay, time for me to figure out all this shit, how to get out of here. Nope. Door opens. Big ass predator standing right outside of it. You ain't going nowhere, bro.
You ain't going anywhere.
All three of them walk out. They get this fancy ass collar that is actually also translate to them in their own language. That way they can understand Mr. Big Bag King Predator that's sitting on top of the goddamn throne on top of there, looking like a bad motherfucker, boy.
Yeah, so that guy was kind of an asshole.
I don't know.
He was a good fucking boy. He was just so.
Okay, is it me or did he look like he was Jamaican?
I mean, my man had serious dreads. You know what I'm saying?
The dreads was seriously crazy. He looked like Shabba Ranks meets fucking Full Force and whatnot. Hey,
but so he's explaining to them, okay, this is gonna be a fight. You got all three of you fight, and then you're gonna fight me. But then before all that, he shows them, hey, that collar around your neck, it's gonna blow you the fuck up.
Yo, which is wild because they brought out another predator and had the collar on his ass and then fucking blew his head off. I was like, what did he do? Like, did he lose? What the fuck just happened?
I was gonna say he lost previously. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah. So they go, the Viking and the samurai go at it. They go to breaks. They start beating each other, and the King Predator starts noticing that the Taurus is trying to make them become a team to fight the Predators. So King Predator decides, hey, I'm gonna let my Rottweiler out.
Yeah.
That's not a Rottweiler. That motherfucker was a big dire wolf. So what the fuck that thing was? That thing was ridiculous.
This thing was
huge.
Fucking just killing everything. He ate the predator that brought the damn thing out. He ate that predator. He was like, he threw him up in the air and said, yup, you're mine. Yeah, so then you have that they Torres and they're still fighting and whatever. They're fighting against each other. And then Torres gets eaten by the damn dog. But he gets eaten, swallowed whole.
Right.
Pause.
Yeah, pause.
Yeah.
So he's inside the thing's stomach and he finds the damn predator arm. One of the predator arms with a dagger in it, and he starts jigging. Starts jigging the damn freaking dog, whatever the hell it is, inside its stomach. He starts jigging it, and then the Viking lady, and the samurai or the ninja actually start working together to take out the dog, or whatever the hell it was. So they working together. They take this thing out completely. The funny part is once the dog dies after the Viking and the samurai and the ninja guy take it out, they take it like a little dumpster, a jetpack dumpster.
They take a little thing and push it off the battlefield.
Push it off the battlefield like into a trash heap or some shit. Well, homeboy Torres is still alive and they're jigging the thing and he's screaming like, "Hey, I'm still in here!" So they push his ass into the garbage heap, and then they start looking at each other, the Viking and the ninja, and they start going at it again. And the ninja says, "Fuck it, I'm done. I'm not fighting you. We're not supposed to be fighting each other." But he's saying it in Japanese, and the language barrier, they don't understand each other. So he puts his sword down, which never should have would ever happen. He puts his sword down to say, "Okay, listen, I'm not willing to fight you." She almost kills her. She's like, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna fight you either." And the Predator King starts fucking around with his little gadget on his wrist, and the lights start blinking around their necks. They're like, "Oh fuck, we're gonna die." But here comes Torres with his goddamn
freaking Torres.
He comes Torres in his jetpack, and actually they're probably gonna sue the shit out of him because that's a Lucasfilm kind of fucking scooter that he was riding in. So he gets in the scooter. He breaks off their fucking chains with the Predator that the dog ate, and they shoot up to go see the king. Now, this fight scene was they did not have not one chance against this king. It looked like he wanted to get hurt because he hasn't been hit for so long.
Literally, like yo,
they threw the spear. He took the spear to the chest, like
word. That's what we're doing.
I'm gonna call one thing a bullshit with that fight.
What?
If he really wanted to kill them both while he had them on the ground.
Oh.
He waited entirely to like he was sitting there and he had the blade and it like slowly went towards the samurai dude's eye. I'm like, bro, if he really wanted to, it would have been king. It was fucking over with. I'm like that's the unrealistic bullshit to me. Where I'm like, yo, if he wanted to do it, he could have just done it right there. You know what I'm saying?
But finish because I got a moment that like just like knocks the whole thing out. But okay,
go ahead.
So. Torres gets on the ship,
and
he manages to get the rest of them. Like, oh, get on the ship. My man, the Japanese guy loses an arm in the fight. So they hop on the damn.
Yes, that spear throw was fucking crazy. He threw that spear and fucking tore dude's arm off. I was like, oh. Yeah, anyway, go ahead, continue. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut off.
So they get in the ship and they start to fly off. So at this point, I'm like, okay, that's some bullshit just happened. Because in Predators, the guy that tried to take the ship, what happened to him? The Predator turned around, hit 3 buttons on the wrist, and blew the fucking ship. You're not going to tell me that in Predator does not have that same fucking gadget.
But maybe they did that because they wanted to continue the hunt. Like he was having fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Because this King Predator, this motherfucker, he looked like he was bored.
Because he also didn't kill the Viking chick when she landed back and cut the thing. He preserved her again. He put her back in the preservation tank.
But they have to die in battle. That's the other thing. Like,
that's the thing.
It's not just about killing them. They have to die in battle. It's part of the whole culture of the thing.
Right. Makes sense.
So at that point, she doesn't have any weaponry. She technically can't fight. So, and yeah, I think again, this is where it's just part one of more to come, because got a lot more eras, a lot more countries to go through. You can find killers and whatnot.
They could expand that a lot. They could do a lot of eras, a lot of different. They could do a lot of things if they really wanted to keep going. Yeah.
Only you could listen. You know what happens if they do shit like fucking Genghis Khan and shit like that, man. Oh, man.
Well, that's the thing. The Great.
So
I can't wait to see the when they land in Egypt.
Did you guys catch the little? It wasn't really. I think it was a post credit, but it kind of really wasn't a post credit because it rolled like after the Predator Killers thing. Did you catch the ending of that? So they're doing a little. They're bringing the Viking chick back to the holding layer or wherever they keep all the people in the holding cells or whatever you want to call them. I'm gonna say they're preservation pods because they're from different periods.
Different time periods. Yeah,
they're like holding them. So they passed one that had an alien in it.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, shit. And then they passed one that had, what's her name in it, from Prey, Naru. They had Naru from Prey in it. So I'm sitting there going, oh, wait, we're putting everything together. Okay, I see what we're doing now. I get it. So, because technically we're supposed to get Prey 2. So that might explain how the fuck that links up with what we're, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go do a deep dive because the Fox and the Marvel comic books that they came out with them.
Yeah,
it explains a lot of the hierarchy of the predator, and what kind of species and what years are they going to be coming up next. Because I saw one person do a breakdown of it, and I was like, oh shit, okay, I remembered it. I remembered he was like, oh, go to these comic books, and they have the whole hierarchy of the predator and how they roll and what's what and what years are they going to go up next. So I'm definitely going to go look at the books and start reading.
I mean, like, listen, this got me back. I'm like, okay, because Prey was really cool, and then this, and now I'm like, am I back involved in like Predator and Alien? Like, 'cause I was taken out of it for a long time, and now I'm like, past two projects been really good. You know, I'm like,
I've been hearing good reviews about Alien Earth too.
It's not out yet, right?
Yeah, it's not out. Yeah, but
it comes out in August or something like that.
Yeah, they did a little preview screening or whatever the hell it was, a test screening, and it was nothing but good reviews.
I mean, listen, it's kind of listen, and this is what I'm saying. It's kind of hard not to do a good Alien movie, which is kind of why I was a little bit disappointed with Alien Romulus.
Yeah,
you know, it's not hard to do a great like all the elements are there. You just need darkness, you need suspense, and you need a lot of jump scares, and let the alien do what he does. You know, you don't need a lot of distractions. You technically don't even need a lot of people. But you know, listen, I tell everybody these two franchises, these two universes, Alien and Predator, are some of my favorite. Period. I honestly think I love them more than I love even the Star Wars. I don't care. I love them more than Star Wars. Just because, and I mean, we haven't really got. I'm telling you, listen, they get this Predator army thing together. Shit.
When he say "Let's go hunting" and all the ships just fucking started taking off, right? I was like, Perez or whatever, Mac, what? You're fucked. They're gonna catch up to your ass.
He said, "Let's go hunting." I was like, oh damn.
Because technically, all of the movies so far have been leading to that, especially when they did Alien vs. Predator Requiem. So Requiem is where the alien and the predator merge, and then you have predators where there's now two species of predator, one larger than the other. So at this point, there's two evolutions happening here. And the humans that they dropped on the asteroid are in the middle of this civil war and whatnot. So I'm waiting for this Predator war thing to happen because, homie, listen,
Predator versus Predator,
it gets no better at that point. It gets no better at that point.
If they bring King Predator to the fucking big screen, bro.
Ooh-wee. So can we talk about King Predator for a minute, bro? So how many fights do you have to become King Predator? like
you have to whoop a whole planet ass up to you, bro.
Like, I want to know what the fuck did he go hunt and bring back? Like, okay, you know what? You got to be the fucking king because, like, what did you go hunt, bro?
I think they explained it in the book. I think in the comic books, I think they explained what the hell did he do. That's why I want to go back to it. They explain like everyone. Okay, this is your rank, and this is how he got to this rank. So I want to know exactly how the fuck did he get, because whatever he had in his the bones are coming out of his shit.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell that was, I want to know what that was.
Yeah, because I also want to say, in terms of the predators that we have seen, I was a little unimpressed with him. I just expect go back. Let's stay in with Killer of Killers and the predators that we just saw.
Mm-hmm.
I just expected a lot more pizzazz out of him. You know what I'm saying? He just seemed a little more, Hulk in his approach to everything. Mm-hmm. I just expect this is a season. This is the guy that teaches an entire hunting community how to do what they do. This is the guy that's basically teaching them culture and how to survive and decides who goes training where. I just expected a lot more from him and whatnot. He seemed a little dumbed down and maybe not as there should just be more gadgets and more, there should be more hunting skill. He just seemed a lot, Hulk smash.
You gotta realize he's going against two humans. It's like,
Listen, I don't give a shit. Like he's got this motherfucker brought back a dragon or some shit from the farthest reaches of the universe and became king. He don't give a damn about no damn humans. Like shit.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, he was so. I think he's been sitting there without a challenge for so fucking long that it's like, okay, let him get a couple hits in. That way I can feel so. Let's see if I still got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, listen, when you bring back whatever it is he brought back to become king, I'm just saying, like, there's not much left in the universe.
Exactly, like a fucking really.
You have to go hunt a sun or something. Like, I don't know what the.
Yeah, but I'm definitely gonna check up the book. I want to read the books and see how did he become King Predator, and if he's the highest one, and if he's not, I want to look all that shit up because I need to know. Because this got me intrigued. Because I wasn't really into reading those books like that. Yeah. But I want to know exactly where the fuck is this coming from.
True. Well, listen, I think that does it for our review of Predator, Killer of Killers. Obviously, it seems like there's going to be a part 2, a continuation. It seems like they're just going to merge all these different Predator, Prey, Killer. Like, they're kind of merging it all into one universe at some point. We'll just see how many projects they actually come out with. I know Prey 2 is supposedly a thing, I think next year or the year after. I forget. I think it might be next year.
Next year, I think so. Yeah.
Next year. And then, obviously, there's more Alien stuff coming out. Alien Requiem 2 is already filming potentially. Alien Earth is coming out this summer. So there's going to be a lot more to this universe. And, we'll see what's going to happen here. But obviously, you guys let us know down below in the comment section if you watch Killer of Killers, how you feeling about it. Hopefully, I know we spoiled a lot, but hopefully you guys did check it out before you watched everything. You know what? I'm not going to do the whole spiel before we get out of here. Here's what I'll say. Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, catch us live streaming here on YouTube as well as Facebook and Instagram. If you're an audio listener, catch the playback Spotify, Apple Podcast. You guys should also consider checking out the merch shop, Mancave101.org. We got a whole bunch of new designs dropping in there. Spring and summer's upon us, the warmer weather. Got to get your drink on. You got to get the short, the t-shirts and all that. Time to put the hoodies away, pack them up, get the t-shirts and all that. I don't get to see the designs though, because the art department don't like me that much. They kick me out when I try to sneak a peek. So I'm gonna let Chase talk more about the designs we got going on for the summer and stuff. So go ahead, Chase, take it away.
Hey, listen, man, our department said, listen, we're going to have a negotiation and work something out so you can come in there and look around. They promised me that they would work this out, man.
That's fair.
Mancave101.org is the merch shop. It's, it's our swag shop, man. This is where you nerds can go. You like us. You want to look good when you step out, but you want to have some nerd shit on. You want to get your nerd hat, your nerd shirt. We got hoodies, drinkware, all kinds of great stuff. My big guys, we got you covered. We go all the way up to 5X. There will be no cold belly buttons and whatnot. There will be no big dude 6'5" with belly shirts on. We do not allow that. No one will be able to see your heartbeat through the shirt. Great colors, great quality. Go check it out, man. New stuff goes up there all the time and whatnot. So definitely check that out, man. Juneteenth is around the corner. So please, please, please go in there. Get your Juneteenth gear. Get it in there. I got a whole package coming. I can't wait for this shit to come. With 3 shirts in one day. But go get your Juneteenth gear in there, shirts, hats, whole deal. And listen, man, we thank you in advance for your support. We appreciate it.
Yes, indeed. And you know what? That's all I got. So, guys, check us out Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, like I said earlier. Outside of that, listen, we'll catch you guys in the next review. I know we got a bunch of reviews coming up soon. We got to check out Ballerina. All the summer movies are about to start dropping really, really soon. Obviously, big July coming up with Jurassic World, Superman, and Fantastic Four. So be on the lookout. We also have a lot of reviews. ManFood, be on the lookout for all those as well. We got a lot of stuff coming there. So, guys, stay tuned to the channel. We got a bunch of stuff dropping. So yeah, till the next one, catch you guys next time. Peace.
Doses.
I got you to the man cave.